Extend as much as you can. Very nice. And be conscious about the breathing. You can even, if you like, you can close your eyes so you can be a little bit more focused and mindful about what you're doing. Then gently rotate on the other side, counterclockwise. Gentle movement. And also imagine that the breathing is going in and out of the wrist. The breathing is very, very quiet. You can release your arms to the knees. A nice deep breath. Let's do a shoulder rotation, pushing the shoulder blades back, slowly rising up, making a circle. Nice, whole kind of a circle. You can also try to connect that with breathing in and out as you send the shoulder blades to the back, breathe in, slowly breathe out as you come forward. Very gentle, slow rotation. Most important thing is not the muscular movement, it's about the breathing, the connection that you have with the breathing. You know your body, so if you think it is hard, don't do it. In the opposite direction, very slow rotation. This is a good way to activate the accessory muscles for breathing. To the center. Take a nice deep breath. And a little neck rotation, right? Looking down, slowly going in clockwise. Very good stretch on the sides. Stretches will improve the circulation. Whenever there is exercise, the nerves in those areas are producing very good neurochemicals to help us feel better. And go in the opposite direction. After one more circle, come to center. Nice deep breath. Let's do a little ankle rotation. We lifting up, legs, and slowly rotating the ankles clockwise. Just imagine writing the letter O. And the opposite direction. To the center, relax, nice deep breath. There is a little forward bend. Just make sure that you have a little space in the front. Just raising up, lifting up the arm, both arms, up, and feel the stretch of the spine. And slowly bend forward as much as you can. Touch your knee or the ankles or the floor. Relax the hands, relax the arms, shoulder, relax the neck. Nod yes, nod no, very gentle movement of the neck. Relax there. Breathe in and out very slowly. Every time you breathe out a little bit, you can sink a little more. Basically, your head is hanging from the hip. And slowly raise. Raising the arms up. Stretching up. And bringing the arms to the knee. Nice deep breath. Now, next one is that lifting the knee, bringing the knee to the head, or head to knee, however you call it. So you can fold both arms back to the knee and bringing it as close as possible. So bring the knee as close as possible to the head. Breathe out. So breathe out more and more. You will be able to bring forward. Kiss the knee. Your knee. Sorry.
Is it hard on your neck? No, because these chairs are too big.
Let's try the other knee. Relax, you can release. Take a nice deep breath. There's a little twist, so let's take one leg, the left leg over the right leg, left over right, and put the right arm on the knee, and then slowly turn towards your left side. Okay. You can use some back support, the chair, look at the left side, turn back. So feel the nice twist of the spine. Every breath out, you can extend. You can sit up taller. Every breath out, you can turn a little more. And slowly relax the shoulder, bring it forward, turn to the front. And now put the right leg over the left. So whatever leg is on top, that's the side you're going to turn. So if you put the right leg on the top, you turn the right side. Easy to remember. Use all kinds of supports. You can hold the knee with one hand. You can use the back side of the chair. So basic idea is to kind of twist the spine as much as you can. Use the breathing as a guide to extend and then to turn a little more. You'll be surprised how flexible you are with every breath, moving you a little bit more. It gives you a lot of power. And slowly turn by relaxing the shoulder, the back. So now you can come to a seated position. You close your eyes and gently draw your attention to breathing. Close your eyes. And bring your awareness to the tip of the nostril. Watch the breathing. With these very slight movements, the breathing is much, much better. Very light, very easier to breathe. Easier to breathe deeper. Now we are going to breathe deeper by releasing the upper chest, lower ribs. Exhale, exhale, tuck the tummy in. Breathe out all you can and slowly breathe in. Fill the tummy, lower ribs, and upper chest. Pull in all the way up to the collarbone. Sit up a little more. Release from the upper chest, lower ribs, and the tummy. Breathe in and out very slowly, as slow as possible, filling from bottom to top. Releasing from top to bottom. Breathing in is through the nostrils. Your mind is traveling with the breathing up and down. You breathe about 15 times every minute. That's a lot of breathing. You need to bring it down by extending it, by deepening the breathing. Maybe you can do that less than 5 times, less than 10 times every minute. Breathe in all the way up to the collarbone. Breathe out completely by tucking the tummy in. Slow breathing is a killer for the stress. Slow breathing also helps with better brain function. When you're not stressed, the brain works better, works on better things. And also try breathing out as a humming sound, because those vibrations also produce good amount of neurotransmitters. They also can help us to breathe better. Inhale in the same way. Exhale as a humming. Breathe in again. One more time. Open your eyes. So there are some recent studies that show that the humming practice stimulates some of the neurotransmitters like nitric oxide, which will be kind of helpful in breathing better. So nitric oxide is one of the things that is useful in helping with better breathing. So there are so many other things that are getting stimulated when we do these type of slow breathing exercises. Then, now the next exercise we are going to do with 2 nostrils. This is called the alternate nostril breathing. You might have seen it in the media with postures like this, right? So what we are going to do is just, we are going to close one nostril, slowly breathe in through this nostril, same like inhalation. Once you're full, close that nostril, open the other one, and breathe out. Breathe out completely, then breathe in. Switch the nostril, breathe out. So you switch the nostril only when you are full. Breathe out completely, breathe in. Switch and breathe out. Keep doing it. I will tell a little more about this exercise. This is a good one to cleanse the nostrils, the sinuses, because this allows the sinuses on both sides to get good circulation of the air. And also, you might notice that one nostril is a little bit more open than the other one, which is normal. The nasal cycle, it goes back and forth. So in the yoga tradition, it is believed that these 2 nostrils are opposite to each other. So we have to keep the switch happening all the time. So sometimes we get stuck on one side. So this exercise is kind of resetting that nasal cycle. It helps us to breathe on both sides, using both the nostrils. It's also said to be kind of a purifier or a balancing one. If your one nostril is completely blocked because of some sinus or cold, then you won't be able to do this exercise. It's hard. But otherwise, there will be some level of difference, maybe 70-30, 60-40, something like that. Both nostrils are different in their way of opening. There are studies showing that people who breathe less than 6 or 7 times a minute, like 6 or 7 breaths a minute, have a good reduction in their hypertension. Also, these exercises are, this particular breathing exercise, the alternate nostril breathing exercise, is helpful in reducing or the normalizing the blood pressure, right? Sorry, I didn't mention about the tissue, need for tissue. Yes. Good. Any questions about the exercise so far? Good. So we go to the next one. So this is a breath hold exercise. That's exactly the same exercise that we used in our study. So what we did was that with two nostrils, one is a little bit more open, right? You use the open nostril to do a nice swift inhalation within, say, like 2 counts. 2 counts can be something that you can say within yourself, like I'm beautiful, I'm strong, anything that you want to say to yourself. That's the timing for breathing in. Like it goes like this. It's a complete inhalation in 2 counts within your mind, right? Then hold the breath. Hold the breath for 8 counts. The same, chant goes on in your mind for 8 times. That's the length that you want to hold. Then breathe out through the other nostril for 4 counts. So 4 times the chanting is going on. That's the length for holding. So breathe in, hold, and breathe out. Always the in is through the same nostril. Hold and breathe out through the other nostril all the time. It's like a circle. So the breath holding is the longest part. If you cannot hold the breath, use your own judgment. Like you can hold it for as long as you can, right? So the complete exercise goes like this, right? Let me show this. For complete exhalation, 2 for complete inhalation, 2 for holding. Right? May try that. Change it, adjust it according to your ability to breathe in and hold. This is a very good exercise to improve your circulation, your ability to breathe. The breath holding kind of builds up your ability to breathe well. Right? Let's try that. For some of you, it may be the right nostril. For some of you, it may be the left nostril that is more open right now. So use the open nostril to breathe in. Feel more moisture in your system, either by more moisture in your mouth or more moisture in your eyes. These are the good ways of knowing that this exercise is working, or your system is responding to the exercise. When you finish the 1 round, you can come to normal breathing. So any questions so far? Yes? So it's 2 counts for breathing in. That count is, you can say even 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. If you use use something that will kind of give you more power. That is kind of the length that if you say that I'm powerful, that's a kind of the length that is useful in, breathing in extensively to fill yourself. So it's not it's not 2 seconds. It's a little longer than 2 seconds. So and it is 8 counts for holding. So the longer the hold, you keep the little carbon dioxide inside, so you're not releasing the carbon dioxide effectively. So we hold it. The next breath that we take in will help us to deliver good oxygen and remove the kind of the toxins or waste from our system. It's a very good way of improving our circulation also, right? So, yes.
When you're in the holding part, like 2 ways to hold your breath.
Right.
You want to lock it there, or you can use tension to hold it. Which is better?
So, use the tension to hold it. So that you don't have to, this is just a way to symbolize that we are holding. So the best way is to hold it here by the tension. And the next exercise is very, very simple. It also works works to reduce the stress in a very good manner. Kids love this exercise. It works by, it's kind of the way that we respond to pain stimuli, right? So when we get a flu shot, what do we do as children? Right? So that's the easiest way. Just like when we feel sick, we hum, right? That's the kind of humming exercise that we try to do. The same way that this exercise is in the yoga literature. It's called the Shitkari, so which means that cooling work. It helps us to cool our mind and body. So it's very easy. Smile and then breathe in through the mouth and out through the nostril. The longer the inhalation and the exhalation, the better relaxation with cooling that system is. Right? This is the exercise I highly recommend ahead of any board meetings and stuff. You might notice that nice cool air going in because of the expansion through the interspace between your teeth, the expanding inside, a nice cooling effect. This also stimulates a lot of minor salivary glands within the system. So it is not only the major salivary glands, we have like 400 to 600 minor salivary glands in the oral cavity. So all of them can be kind of nicely stimulated by the flow of air or the mechanical stressors or sound vibrations and the rotation of your tongue, and the tongue hits different parts of your oral cavity. All these actions can stimulate those minor salivary glands. Those glands again are kind of the sources of your various neurohormones. Try to extend the breathing in and out as you breathe. Come to normal breathing, watch the breathing. And these exercises are really easy to take to any place, wherever you're traveling. You don't need to carry your yoga mat, yoga pants, and stuff like that. You can do it any place, anywhere. So the one thing is that the breath holding exercise is very beneficial, but we are wondering, like, if you're sitting in an airport, right, you won't be able to, or not very comfortable doing this, right? So you can inhale, hold, exhale, and hold without, just by through both nostrils, right? The inhalation and exhalation are the same length. The holding is half the length, right? If you inhale for, say, 8 counts, hold it for 4 counts, exhale for 8 counts, and again hold it. This is another little more control over your breathing. So that's another way of practicing those exercises. Do any type of practice, change your breathing, watch your breathing. It's very, very important in bringing mindfulness to your practice overall being. And then also the final exercise, and we have a few more minutes. The final exercise is very good in terms of relaxation, mindfulness, and also giving a good feedback to your system about your breathing. You produce a sound just like the ocean, and or take a seashell, put it in your ears. That helps with a lot of movements here, with swallowing, speech, and also with salivary production and relaxation, good sleep, like good coordination in sleeping. So this is the way we produce the sound is just very simple, like in and out with the same sound with closed mouth. Just like sighing, right? So make the sound as slow as possible, as feeble as possible, like very long, deep breathing, listening to the sound. So let's try that. It's a very good way to relax and also to, practice some restraint over your breathing, like more restriction on your breathing, so it builds both the upper and lower respiratory tracts. It's very good in terms of controlling those two areas.